And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
Well, if the pre-game rhetoric is anything to go by, Peter, there's going to be a
chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Fired deep towards the back post. Foden! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Ball played through for the wide man. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, he's been caught napping! Chelsea do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And this is Beckham. He's in space and looking for options. Chooses to go back. And it's Beckham. Massaro drop. Can he finish? Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of... but his tenacity won the day.
After 27 minutes is number 10, Massaro!
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Ambitious ball here, and he was quick to react. Azar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Gerson. He's played there. Oh, that's a key interception.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He's on it, can he get away?
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Thinks about the shot. Chelsea looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Good running, strong and purposeful. And Van Nistelrooy! Beckham, who's set up one goal so far. Jason. Massaro. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. He's through, now is he in? It's not an especially good pass, that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And we've reached half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. This game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Chelsea can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Massaro. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Foden. Massaro. Foden. And Dixon. Deftly away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Koundé. Chelsea are ahead here by what is still the only goal. He's away! Rijkaard ploughing through the... Goes for a shot! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Pass is just off target. Rijkaard. And he plays one through. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Picks out, brilliant, shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Tries to get it clear. Brilliantly cut out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Howson spots it and intercepts. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? It's hit the upright. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that has put paid to that. Good ball, good take. Cherki. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gerson with the foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Atta Brissau. Number 47, Phil Foden. Coming on the field, number 22,
quite right.
Perez. Number 7, Griezmann. Substitution in progress.
Cherki. Chelsea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Massaro, chance! Off the post! Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Perez. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Van Nistelrooy, now it's Mbappe. Koundé, played out to the right, plays the return pass. Cherki, and here's Mbappe. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. And it's Rijkaard. No, that's been intercepted. Gerson. Chelsea have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just that he's got all. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Chelsea presented with a golden opportunity here. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Unai Simon, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty, made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Number 11, David Beckham.
Chelsea find a position of real strength now. Van Nistelrooy.
David Beckham.
Ødegaard. And it's Rijkaard.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's Camavinga. Rijkaard knocks it into space. Griezmann looking to get on the end of this. Griezmann hurtling down that right flank. Camavinga. Van Nistelrooy. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Perez. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's been played through. And it's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Mbappe. Now he's got space here. That's beautifully weighted. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that's it. Chelsea really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Beckham taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Chelsea going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, Perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. This familiar tale ready to be retold. Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham, the regular corner taker.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
And now they can spring out of defence. Played with finesse. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Neatly clipped into space.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Odegaard. Good ball, good take. So we're still where we started right now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's in a great position here. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Pinches it off him. Tries to pass it through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chelsea do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Aimed beyond the defence. Played into space out wide. Beckham. That's a sharp pass. He's on it, can he get away? No luck with that dink over the top. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Koundé. And he's intervened well there. Beckham. Looking for the run. Taken back almost at once. Looking to play him in. And it's Van Nistelrooy. No, that's been intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. Now the cross. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
The goal scorer.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Chelsea do have a chance to counter here. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, nice touch.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now, can they get him away? That's beautifully weighted. Shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Plays it across. Firmly met. And he's only too happy to take that back. Played out wide. Koundé. Foden. Passes short and sharp. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard is onto this. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Chelsea can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again. Chelsea carrying a one-goal lead. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Mbappe, now it's Foden, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hazard, well seen, saw that coming. Great vision. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get it.
And the finish! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Looking for options, for movement. Oh, that's neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a little off target. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And his chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's away. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That has been cut short. Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Cannavaro. Howson. Cannavaro. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Now it's Odegaard. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Foden, it's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's a promising position. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Mbappe. And that could set him on his way. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Arsenal have their second corner now.
47, Phil Foden. Coming on the field.
That's a decent clearance.
Perez. Number
Can he
7,
finish?
Griezmann. Substitution in progress.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Perez. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Cherki. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Oh, super find. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's had a shot! It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game.
The whistle goes.
Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Oh, Waters had chance for a shot! Oh, that's incredible! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Oh, that's a key interception. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. And that will be the final act. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Chelsea going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Passionate, emotional, blood-boiling, sometimes angry, always the same, yet every time a little different. Van Nistelrooy threads one in. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Delivered across. Howson clears it away. And it's Ødegaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga.
Camavinga really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's not an especially good pass, that.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Can he get it through? Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a fine interception. Danger averted for now. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary, and they can counter here. Now it's Foden. Saliba spots it and intercepts. He's on it. Can he get away? Gets into some space. Oh, what a climb! Goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The goal scorer after 23 minutes is number 24.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Chelsea do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
No way through. 30 minutes gone. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ødegaard. Time and again they are repelled. Foden is onto this. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Probing pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, important interception. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's made its way to him. Beckham. Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Rijkaard. Could try cutting inside here. Pings in and climbs up big! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 1
Running
minute
strong
added
and
time.
purposeful. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
First half is up and things are looking good.
Well, the players
Let's
definitely
hope
know
for
they're in a
another good show
derby.
in the second
More of the
half.
same to come after the break. You can be sure of that. Chelsea ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that is as far as they're going to go.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Cherki, Ødegaard, Van Nistelrooy, looking for the run, Camavinga. Well read, nice interception. Koundé calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. Foden, who's set up 1 goal so far. Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. And he's onside. Ødegaard. Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. And that's another good win of the ball. Cherki. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. And he's quick to snatch it back. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. Now it's Villa. Tries to play it through. Beckham. And he's in on goal. Well read, and the danger is averted. Massaro looking to add to his goal. Chance here to counter. Now it's Foden. He's found a way through. Look at the space here. That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Foden. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Cherki. It's Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Beckham. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Nicely spread. Massaro. Well, that looks a decent ball. That is a brilliant interception. Cherki. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And the through ball. Now it's Camavinga. Good take, and is he in? And that has been clubbed away. Cherki. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Knocks it into space. And here's Ødegaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marquinhos gets a foot in here.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
That's been cut out, well played. Ødegaard. Cherki. Now it's Villa. Van Nistelrooy. That is ended up in no man's land. Chelsea have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Van Nistelrooy. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Massaro. Nicked it back promptly. Cherki. Looking for options for movement. Koundé's cross. Punched away.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Koundé gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. Plays the ball back. That's the end. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Massaro picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
And another fantastic
The end of the
win for
game.
the boys today.
Reflections.
Thank you very
That
much
is a
for your
superb
support.
win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.